Chapter 8: The Truth of Memory. There's a half floor above this floor.
Huh? That can't be right. Is the elevator malfunctioning?
Why would you have
It's not a
half
malfunction.
floor? Why would
What
you
is it?
program your floors
Richard,
to have a half
I have
floor
to
if
tell you
there is
something
no
known
half floor?
only to directors. JC Valley has a secret lab.
So that's where this elevator is now.
I'm
Wait,
imagining it's
is that where
above
Ashley
water
is?
because, like, we don't want that flooded.
Let's go.
I know, I've been saying this to every
Is
song
this
in
the
this
lab?
damn game, but
Yes.
this song is great.
Ashley! The pendant.
It's crazy to think that Richard, for this
You know that it was
entire
active.
time, didn't know what
The control room's over
didn't
there.
know that the pendant contains Sayoko's memories. So,
There's no one here.
it's crazy to think. Yeah. So he had that
Then who's
pendant for
operating it?
11 years.
There's the pendant.
I guess in a way he was protecting the another because that contained the another memories. But also,
It contains liquid memory. Liquid
so
memory
yeah,
that
I
belonged to
guess it's something
Sayoko.
that you only want. You would only
The
give to
very
Ashley when
data
she's
Judd
ready.
deleted from her mind 13 years ago.
But
It's
that's
what?
in a spiritual sense because like Richard
Sayoko
didn't
quit
know,
after
so
Ashley was born.
maybe Sayoko
Judd
told
demanded she return and continue her research,
him. Yeah.
but she refused. So he stole her memories.
Both Judd
And you waited
and
until
Ryan,
now to tell me?
father and son, wanted Sayoko for their own selfish purposes, and Sayoko was willing to do everything that she could to make sure that wouldn't happen. That both her projects and her living progeny wouldn't be used for selfish purposes. Once again, Ashley, she
Who's
did
operating
program
the another?
literally everything she made to work with Ashley.
I don't know, but Sayoko's memory data has been loaded into it.
I think
We need to shut it down.
to it that for the last few moments of her life, she didn't know why she had to protect Ashley. Yet, she still had to.
It's no use. It's not responding.
She still felt the need to. Just such a terrible thing happened to her. Again, it's so unfortunate. She lost her memory of this. And
I'm gonna go check on Ashley.
now that memory is being uploaded into Ashley.
Locked.
Richard, the another is being used to overwrite memories. Sayoko's memory
did
data is going to fully
Ryan
overwrite
lock
Ashley's.
that door?
It's writing
Did
to her?
Ryan
Yes.
gaslight Ashley into locking that door?
Is such a thing even possible? Transferring Sayoko's memory data into Ashley's mind?
Perfect memory transcription requires compatible DNA.
Of course.
As Sayoko's daughter, it's theoretically possible.
It just
What happens to the memories of
rewrites.
the person being written to? What will happen to my daughter's memories?
You could just rewrite.
It's most
daughter's
likely
brain
they'll
with
be
you.
lost.
Ashley.
You can't like just store that into liquid memory. I had a theory
This is
about
going
that
smoothly.
in like a fanfic
We'll see
idea
each other soon,
that
Sayoko.
things go wrong and Sayoko's memories do replace Ashley's, but Ashley's memories get placed into liquid memory. But then another gets destroyed in the process or something, and like Sayoko has to find a new way to restore her daughter's memories into her own body. The culmination of everything that
Where
you've done
am
in this
I?
game. It's really nice.
This
'cause we
place
get
is
to-
so weird.
This game is all about memory, so it has a very, very cool way of
What's this floating
connecting,
around?
of making a flashback sequence of how. Oh yeah, all of these remember everything that you've done? We're in Ashley's memories here on this final episode of Another Code Recollection. We're confronted with something terrible that's gonna happen to us. But the one person that can help us is standing right there in our mind space.
Huh?
Who is...
Mom?
You've grown so much, Ashley.
Seeing her
Is it really you?
for so long.
It is,
Not
isn't it?
seeing her for so long. It's important to note that the
Mom!
original didn't have this. The original Wii game didn't have this. It didn't have the moment of them hugging either.
I can't believe it.
I know, this is brain space, but still. Some fashion, in some
I'll try the force
fashion,
quit command.
Sayako and Ashley
Do
are
it.
having these memories of
No good.
Sayako
It's
and
not
Ashley are
responding.
having a moment. This moment. So I don't know how this will work in terms of her memories, but like it's
Ashley, protect our daughter, Sayoko.
Where are we?
Inside your memories,
this is the version of
Huh?
Sayako
my
that
memories
Sayako
are flowing
lost
into yours.
all those years ago.
Ashley, you're in grave danger. Ryan's
part of
trying to
her
overwrite your memories with mine.
Ashley that loved
He's
Ashley
trying to
and
revive
Richard.
me in your body.
What?
Loved her that
But I
much.
have no intention of letting that happen.
Sayako.
I won't allow it.
Mom, if he overwrites my memories with yours, what happens to me?
Everyone's
The
here
mind
protecting
cannot cope with
Ashley.
multiple
Ashley's
sets
here
of
protecting
memories.
Matthew.
Your brain will prioritize the new memories. Mine.
But I
The
guess that
older
makes sense.
information, your memories, will be deleted.
I'll lose my memories?
Yes. And if that happens, you'll no longer be you.
Imagine
I'm scared, Mom.
if you're just your
It's all
daughter,
right.
but now you have your mother's memories.
I'll help
It's
keep you
crazy.
safe.
Are you
There's
still
one
you?
more
But
feature to the RAS. I designed it in
I
secret.
don't know.
It can restore memories that have been overwritten.
What do I need to do?
Richard had that.
Hold out your hand.
Richard has that feature in the another that he made. And Sayako had made that already, like, over a decade before that. She really is a genius. Bless your birthday. Of course, it's a puzzle.
Ashley,
Okay, Ashley. Erase my memories that are intermingling with yours. Yeah. Time for the most painful moment in the game. Deleting the memories. Deleting your mother's memories. The last thing tying her to this world. The last things tying her to this world. And erasing them.
It's gone.
yes, just like that. Keep doing this, and your own memories will be safe. Ashley,
I know you can do it, Ashley.
okay.
Now, erase all of my memories. One last sacrifice. So, first off, this song, once again, this was this was playing when Ashley was telling Matthew to confront his fears back in episode 9 of this series. And another thing, if you see a memory try to delete a memory that isn't inside a ghost.
Oh.
Ashley, that's your memory. That's right. She protects it. Can't fail this. One last form of protection from Mom. Yeah, and some of them are red herrings because Sayoko's in them. But it's one last moment of Sayoko getting a moment with her daughter. You can't get more metaphysical than this. You can't get more connected than this, being so metaphysical in your memories.
Yes.
Yes, this is my memory. It's of my work at JC Valley. Oh, the boat captain. You know the boat captain, Mom? Yes, he was a dear friend of mine. I always wanted to go to Blood Edward Island myself. And is that a ghost? Huh. You met some interesting people, Ashley. Oh, it's that old lady who worked at the clock tower. I told her not. I tried to tell her about. I tried to tell her about. I tried to tell her about my husband trying to get off the tower. She was not happy about that. I did meet her daughter though. She was such a nice lady. She had just hooked up with someone. Hopefully they're doing well. Ooh, Mom, about that. We don't have to talk about that. Let's delete your memories first.
Yes.
This is one of my memories. It's the day you were born.
Almost there.
Just a little more, Ashley. Just a little bit more. Yeah. This one's also a red herring because this is Ashley's memory of Sayoko entering the another. Sayoko has that memory as much as even though I joked about it, I think in one of my earlier takes. Oh, and that's Elizabeth. I like to think that these memories are also the ones that are intermingling. So every time I had a moment where like Ashley's like Sayoko was like talking through the pendant. Yeah, she was also experiencing these memories. That's what I like to think, that Sayoko is experiencing this game alongside Ashley. So that's why she recognizes these memories not as hers. This is one of my memories when I was pregnant with you.
Ashley.
Just one more.
Okay.
Now, delete my last remaining memory.
Mom.
Every one of the happy memories that Sayoko had were in this pendant. And now we're deleting them forever. I think we can all figure out whose grave this is. And I believe that's a kaleidoscope in her right hand. Goodbye, Sayoko.
You're safe now, Ashley. You'll keep your memories.
Thank you, Mom. You saved me.
I'm so relieved.
What was that?
A fragment of my memory. Ashley, go. Your father is waiting for you.
I don't want to lose you again.
No tears now. Remember this. A person will experience two deaths. The first is when their soul leaves their body. And the second is when the memories of that person fade from everyone's hearts. As long as you keep me in your heart, I'll be with you forever. Ashley. Protect our daughter, Richard.
Because you've been doing a bang-up job of it so far, Richard. And, yeah. Sayoko makes the ultimate sacrifice twice.
I've missed you.
She sacrificed her memories the first time to save Ashley,
Sayoko?
to protect her family.
No,
To protect her family
Ashley.
from Judd. And she makes the sacrifice once again to save Ashley
mom is
from
gone.
Ryan.
Sayoko's gone?
If there's any clear indication
She used the RAS to protect me.
of Sayoko,
The what?
of how much Sayoko
It can
loved
control
her
the
family.
another. My mom made it for me.
It's one
It can erase memories.
the RAS that
And you use this device
that-
on Sayoko's?
that
Yes.
Ashley has on her wrist.
I erased the memories you were trying to write onto me.
If Sayoko made that and left it for you, then...
I spoke to her
And
in my
also
memories. She said you
leaving
were trying to
behind that-
revive her in my body,
Leave behind that pendant.
and that she wouldn't let you.
I'd like to
She
think
wouldn't
that
let me.
I like to think that
I understand, Sayoko.
Sayoko
I see now that I was
wanted-
wrong.
left
I just
everything to
wanted to
Ashley.
see you.
I've been saying it this entire time.
More than
that,
anything.
Like,
So my efforts were
Sayoko
all
left
for
everything
nothing.
to Ashley.
Ryan, please tell me.
Not
What would
just
make
to
you do
protect
that?
Ashley,
You'd never
but
understand.
also,
What?
but also to leave behind
This is the end.
her, leave behind
Sooner or later,
something
you'll
of her
forget me.
for Ashley to remember
Huh?
her for. That's why she built the RAS and the DAS and encrypted everything related to the another on Ashley.
Ryan?
This game's theme is about memory, and
Ashley!
Ashley and
Dad!
memory is not just
Are you
the
alright?
things we remember. It's
Mom
the things we
saved
leave
me.
behind for.
She had me use the RAS. She told me to erase her memories.
by giving her these mementos.
Huh.
Ashley
Why would she do
keeps
that?
her
Where's Ryan?
Ashley keeps Sayoko in her
He's the
mind.
one who brought me here. He used the another.
Ryan?
He
Two
was just here.
sacrifices.
Where'd he go?
It's all right, Ashley. We're the only ones here.
Really?
Ashley's also
We didn't see
just,
anyone else. Just you.
Ashley doesn't know
But
any
he
of
was
this,
here.
by the way. That's why she
We were just
doesn't realize
talking.
that Ryan doesn't exist as
Where'd he
a
go?
physical person.
Dad, who is Ryan?
Because
Really?
Ryan does exist.
Well,
it's just
Ashley,
he doesn't
Richard.
exist physically.
There's something I want to show you. Let's go to my office.
got a nice little pan here just to remind us of who said fault. They had to run? Okay. Well, that was heavy. And that was one way to start off the denouement of another code recollection. Hey everyone, welcome to what's most likely the finale of another code, because I don't know if I'm going to make another episode after. I don't know if I'm going to split this into 2 episodes, but we got everything. In the last episode, we learned that Sophia is the one who's been trying to get the another data from Ashley. That's why she had Matthew steal her bag. That's why she's been screwing with the security systems. And we learned that she was working with both Bill from the first game and with Ryan, who we just saw tried to upload Sayoko's memory data onto Ashley. We know why Sayoko wanted to protect Ashley, but in this episode, we're gonna learn why Ryan wanted Sayoko to return. For that, let's look at our character bios. Starting with Ryan. Ryan was waiting for me in the another room. Back in the cottage, when you said there was someone waiting for me, it was you, Ryan, wasn't it? He tried to use the another to revive Mom in my body, but a feature she designed for the Ross stopped him. I'll never forgive him for what he did in his attempt to bring my mom back. Though I think he do get how he feels, at least a little. I mean, I wish my mom would come back too, but she told me I have no intention of letting that happen. I won't allow it. Of course, Mom could never be happy coming back if it meant sacrificing me. She couldn't grant your wish of seeing her again, Ryan. But if you really do care about her, then I hope you can understand how she felt. Sophia Callahan, a researcher at JC Valley. She's one of Dad's coworkers. I never thought she would attack me. At first, I didn't believe Gina when she told me Sophia was trying to steal data from the lab, but then Sophia attacked Ian, and she came after Gina and me with a gun. I guess seeing is believing, but I could have done without seeing all that. On top of this, I found my bag in Sophia's office. She was the one who tricked Matthew into stealing it from me. All my stuff was there, so she didn't actually take anything, but did she really have to throw it all in the garbage? Talking about adding insult to injury. Helping Ian lock her in the office felt pretty nice, not gonna lie. Felt like I was able to get back at her, in some small way. Despite our efforts, she somehow managed to escape. She held Dad and me at gunpoint and demanded we give her the another source code. We can't let her have her way. We'll never give something so important to someone like you, Sophia. Gina Barnes. Gina is another one of Dad's researcher colleagues. She came to my rescue in the lab after I escaped from the underground storage area. I was confused at first because I thought she was with Sophia and I couldn't trust her at all. Then I calmed down and heard her out, and realized that she and Dad and Ian were trying to protect the another data Sophia wanted. And then Sophia caught up with us and pulled out a gun. Gina still protected me, getting shot in the process. She's not just kind, but also really brave. I should have never doubted her. Ian Tyler. Ian is another researcher who works with Dad. When we couldn't get a hold of him in the lab, Gina and I went to his office and found him on the floor. He had been knocked out, but he was okay. What a relief. I couldn't stand it if anyone else got hurt. On our way to the security office to look for Dad, I learned the truth about Ian. And to my absolute surprise, he's actually a special agent. He went undercover to investigate JC Valley's memory research. I guess special agents really do exist. We didn't find Dad at the security office, but we did find that someone had hacked into and disabled the surveillance system.
Ian was able to fix it, which let us see that Dad was being held in the liquid memory storage room. After that, we were able to rescue him. I was surprised enough to hearing Ian's a special agent, but I was just as amazed to see his skills as a technician at work. Elizabeth? Keyboardist and Elizabeth Alfred, the keyboardist and vocalist for Tommy's band. She's also the daughter of Rex, the director of Jay-Z Valley. Elizabeth stopped me and we talked about what she'd been going through. She may be spoiled and her mood is a roller coaster, but that's just a distraction for what she's really like. Elizabeth is having a hard time and she can't talk about it, so she resorts to starting arguments. But because I've begun to understand her problems, I can see that we're not so different in that regard. I struggle too. Sharing your feelings isn't easy. Telling someone you think you suck takes courage. Lots of courage. I'm not sure why she decided to open up to me since she seems to think I'm really annoying, but I'm genuinely happy that she did. I finally saw her smile when we were joking around. It was a beautiful sight. Now all that's left is for her to open up to Shannon and Tommy so they can all make up. Truth is, they all want the same things, so what's the big deal? Elizabeth, you've got this. Some sapphic delights. Let's talk about Richard. I'm really glad Dad was there for me when I woke up from the another. I was feeling pretty vulnerable after everything that happened, but seeing his face made me feel safe again. He was surprised to learn that the only reason I made out was thanks to Mom. After I told him, he just stared at her pendant. I wonder what he was thinking about. Dad started working at Jay-Z Valley because he found out that the another data he thought was destroyed 2 years ago on Blood Edward Island was actually sent to Jay-Z Valley. He wanted to figure out why. He has a bad habit of keeping things to himself and not telling me what's going on. Because he doesn't want me to worry. It leaves me feeling alone. We're family. It would be nice if he would act like it. Yeah. But, yeah, his overprotectiveness caused him to ignore Ashley in a different way than how you'd normally think. But I'm glad they're finally settling it. Ashley Mizuki Robins, aka me. As soon as I walked into Jay-Z Valley, Sophia grabbed me and locked me in a lab. It all happened so fast that I just panicked. Sophia attacked Ian, Gina, and my dad just to get the another data. How could someone do that just for money? I was freaking out because I had no idea where I was. But Gina and Ian rescued me and I finally got to see Dad again. Sophia chased after us to steal the another data and we ran to a room where I saw another itself. Ryan was right next to it, and as soon as he saw me, I started to feel faint and collapsed. Ryan's plan was to use another to revive Mom by transferring her liquid memories from my pendant into my body. But the rest she'd left for me helped me stop that from happening. When he realized that Mom's memories were gone, Ryan looked sad and vanished. Was he a ghost? Or something else? Bit of a spoiler talk, but yeah. I like to think that liquid memory is a different method of ghosts, because in a way Sayoko and Ryan are ghosts. We're gonna learn about Ryan a little bit later, but yeah, Sayoko definitely fits the bill, as that was her liquid memory. That was her liquid memory in Sayoko's pendant, in the pendant. So, yeah, we basically saw Sayoko's ghost in our memories in that mind space. Sayoko Robins. While another was showing me my memories, I met my mom, who died 13 years ago. I always wanted to talk to her, so seeing her just standing in front of me was like a dream or something. She survived that night, if only as data stored as liquid memory. When she saw me, she smiled and said, "You've grown so much," as she hugged me. Glad I got to spend a little bit of time with her, even if it was just her memories. I would have had my memories overridden if it wasn't for Mom's wrath. Somehow she knew something like this might happen, and was able to protect me from beyond the grave. And that's it. Those aren't the last bios, but one last thing to talk to.
Look at this photo.
Look at
Looks
this
pretty old.
photograph.
That's Judd on the right, but who's that boy?
That's Judd's son, Ryan.
Ryan? He looks just like the guy I met.
Then does this mean that the man Ashley met is Judd's son, all grown up?
It must. How else would he have known about the secret lab? And the prototype another.
No, it's impossible. The Ryan in this photograph died 15 years ago.
No way.
15 years.
Ryan was Judd's only son. His mother died
Just
when he
a
was
year
young.
after Ashley was
They were
born.
out on a walk. There was a reckless driver. She saved his life.
No.
Ryan withdrew into himself after witnessing his mother's death. He stopped expressing himself, and then he stopped speaking
No, I think I
entirely.
understand the timeline now.
Oh,
So, Ryan.
So, 15 years ago, Judd made a decision.
Yeah.
He would
we'll
do
talk about it here.
anything to get his
about it
son
here.
back. The another was still just a prototype at the time, but he wanted to use it on Ryan to erase memories of his mother and her death.
Judd experimented on his own son?
Yes,
So
the experiment was
Sayoko
conducted
Richard
in
would never
total
do
secrecy. Only Sayoko and I were there to witness it.
The one failure.
Rex, this experiment is dangerous.
I know, but Judd is obsessed.
The memory of that tragedy took you from me. But I know I can use the another somehow. I will bring you back. Ryan!
Judd's son, Ryan, was the first test subject of the prototype Another, and it killed him.
By then,
But his memories were
Sayoko-
not lost.
By then, Sayoko had Ashley. And even in these moments where Sayoko's witnessing
That was the
Ryan,
first practical use of liquid memory storage.
witnessing Ryan,
His memories had been backed up before deletion.
Ryan's memories.
Ryan
she
was
had
gone.
Ashley.
And all Judd had left of him was his memory data, stored in
Ashley,
liquid form.
Sayoko's
I had no idea about
was
any of this.
helping out
The experiment was
actual
strictly
Ryan
confidential
Gray
by Judd's orders.
prior.
And with
Ryan
Judd
Gray.
and Sayoko gone, I was the only one who knew what happened.
with another experiment.
I always thought I would take
for
these secrets
several
to my
years
grave.
Before Ashley was born.
But you two deserve to know. I needed to tell you Judd's secret and Sayoko's truth.
I think I've already hinted at what Sayoko's truth is. Or basically just said it, but yeah. Let's learn about Judd's secret.
What did you mean by Judd's secret?
5 years ago, Judd died in the lab. Afterward, I was organizing his research papers. Most of them were retained by JC Valley,
I imagine he died
but
out
there's
of
one file I
exhaustion
decided to keep private.
because he was
It's here on this computer.
so busy trying to fix. 2002 report: mass simultaneous memory rewrite experiment. The following is a record of an experiment using the another installed in JC Valley security system, capable of remote control. The purpose of the experiment was to attempt to rewrite the short-term memory of a large amount of subjects via surveillance cameras. The experiment determined
He built a remote-controlled Another?
Judd conducted an experiment that crossed a terrible line. In order to protect JC Valley and to continue his research, he came up with a way to shift the blame of the lake pollution, which was caused by an overflow of liquid memory. He blamed it on Crusoe Resort. He manipulated residents' memories, planted thoughts in their heads.
planted thoughts. That must have been what Charlotte was talking about.
Yep.
She said something strange happened 5 years ago.
Yeah, even that
Everyone
part
started blaming
is
Crusoe Resort
blamed on
overnight.
JC Valley.
The Another was used to cover it up? Dad, is it okay to use it like this? No way, right?
I'm sorry. It was my foolish decision to cover this up. I wanted to protect JC Valley's and Judd's reputations.
And where did that
Rex,
land you?
Do you think that Judd's experimental system is related
Do you think it's related to your
to Ashley
to
meeting Ryan?
Kate leaving you?
Judd approached Sayoko at JC Valley 13 years ago.
So, yeah, this in
She
particular
wanted to go back
is
to her
Sayoko's
family,
truth.
but he told her it would be a waste of her brilliance.
He told her to come back to
It's
work.
for 2
Otherwise,
years.
she knew too much.
She left
But
Ryan a
Sayoko
long time ago.
refused. She had made up her mind.
JC Valley
Judd offered a condition
2
for her
years
leaving,
after.
which Sayoko accepted.
Well, here's...
To erase her memories of the Another project?
I think she was still
Yes.
working there.
I'm
up
sure
until Ashley's
Sayoko
third
realized how angry Judd was.
birthday.
She knew that if she refused, she wouldn't be able to keep her family safe.
That's the truth. She wanted to
I
keep
had
Ashley
no
and
idea.
Richard safe. And so she was willing
We
to
used the
sacrifice her
prototype
memories
Another
for
to
it.
erase Sayoko's memories.
So,
And Judd ordered me to serve as the operator.
so Richard, or Rex did meet Ashley,
It
but
was
wanted to
I
protect.
who extracted and erased
But
Sayoko's memories.
he wanted to
She
protect.
was in a daze once it was all over.
Protect.
She was crying. She looked at me and said, "I've lost something important."
I remember Mom crying. She was sad because she lost her memories of her research?
No, she lost more than memories of her research. She lost memories of you.
Dun dun dun.
When I saw her tears, I made a decision then and there. I took Sayoko's liquid memory backup and stored it in that pendant. She was waiting in the clock tower when I gave it to her. She cherished the memories in that pendant more than anything in her life. Memories of you. Who could
So
be calling?
the memories we in case you didn't realize, the memories that we deleted in that sequence were of Sayoko. Sorry. So, just to reiterate, the memories that we deleted to save ourselves from Ryan were the memories that Sayoko lost when Judd forced her to remove her research, remove memories of the Another research. Just to get into a little bit of theory, I think that he just didn't want Sayoko. He wanted revenge on Sayoko. Another whole misogynistic thing. But that costed Sayoko a lot more. And it's a thing that I've been talking about in the Uncut commentary. That Sayoko inadvertently connected Ashley with the Another. But ultimately, it was for the best, so she could protect both. And also, to give Ashley a memory of... to leave behind Ashley a memory of herself. So, before we take that call, I think we have one bio update. This jerkwad. The thing I saw 13 years ago was the prototype Another developed by Mom and Judd Fitzgerald, but it still wasn't finished at the time. Judd's son Ryan died in those early Another experiments. That machine was supposed to be destroyed 15 years ago, but Judd held onto it in secret. Then he called Mom to JC Valley to finish it so he could use it to bring his son Ryan back to life. Mom wouldn't do it, so Judd stole her memories of her work. How tragic that Mom would lose her memories like that, and then her life, over this machine. Also, very sorry I'm going through all that heavy shit while there's a call going on. Hi!
Ashley, you're safe.
I'm fine.
What a relief. Are you with the director and Dr. Robins?
Ian, Gina, what happened?
We've secured Sophia and have control of the security system.
Can you at least show
Gina helped
us,
get it up
like,
and running.
her in, like, handcuffed
We can
and
contact
tied
the
up and her
outside
mouth
now.
taped?
We're going to call the police.
Wait, Ian. There's something I want you to look into first.
Are the security cameras working?
You know, yeah,
No,
that was something I
they've
was,
been down for
like,
a
talking
while
about
now.
in the previous episode, but
I was getting
how
nervous not
is...
being able to
How
find you guys.
is Ryan
I'm
not
looking
able
into the
to, like,
outage, but haven't been able to figure out what's causing
use
it.
the... Excuse me?
Can you access security
mess
camera
with
footage?
mess with the security systems, but
Yeah,
he can mess with
why?
security cameras?
Ashley, do you remember where you
'Cause
saw
he's
Ryan?
living in the security cameras.
Yeah. I
Through the
first saw him
another.
at the campsite, then at his cottage. Then he found me at the Crusoe Resort offices.
Did you get that, Ian? Check the footage from where Ashley just mentioned.
Why do we have security
I want to
cameras
see all the
over
footage of her.
This fucking
Copy that.
place does not like privacy. Like, it's
Dad?
just, this is just, like,
What are you trying to
a s-
figure out here?
a mess, a company,
Well,
right?
you'll know soon enough.
Like, having your entire area just, like, having the entire, like, Juliet area just being monitored by
Found
JC
it,
Valley
Dr.
is kind of
Robbins.
absolutely fucked.
I'll send the footage through.
We need to break those security cameras. So does
He's
it?
not there.
So does it have footage of Ashley breaking into that?
But why, Dad?
One place.
What's going on?
Into that one
you remember
thing.
speaking with Ryan, yet he's not in the footage.
Into that one cabin. Sorry.
Which means...
This Ryan is some sort of construct built by the Another. And Judd's remote-controlled Another was temporarily overwriting her memories. Do you concur?
I do.
A construct?
Yeah, I already like.
So
filled
Ryan
in
was a
those-
false memory
filled in those
that the Another
holes and
implanted
those
in me?
what?
That's right.
I can't believe it.
I think about this game a ton.
He seemed so real.
Because the
So,
whole
Rex, Ryan's physical form is
fascinating to me.
undoubtedly
It was
a
hyperfixation
construct.
for me for a bit.
But a
until I
construct with an
went back to
established
Persona, but,
personality.
like,
What's more, it intentionally sought out Ashley. The personality is that of Ryan, who died 15 years ago, which means... I mean, this may sound absurd, but it seems as if Ryan's memory data has continued to live all this time.
Mom was alive. That's how I was able to talk to her.
That's right. That's why I
Mom was
said.
alive all along.
That's what I
inside
said in the
memories
Uncut
converted to
commentary
data.
in the first episode.
Dr. Robins,
Yeah. So Sayoko,
What is it, Gina?
just to reiterate,
one of the security cameras just came back online.
Which camera?
oh, get to it.
The one watching the island in the lake.
Show us the feed.
Got it.
Just one of these cameras is
A
back.
grave? Whose grave is that?
It's Ryan's. He was buried there 15 years ago.
Gasparinos. Ashley herself remembers this. Did that happen before Sayoko? Oh wait, no,
What's
it
the matter,
did.
Ashley?
Absolutely, because that was literally the last
Mom
memories.
took me to that grave.
That was literally the last memory
What?
that Sayoko
She
asked us to
touched
erase.
it and said something. Dad, take me to that island. I want to remember what she said. Going there is my best shot.
I don't know.
I need to remember, Dad. If I do, maybe we'll find out why Ryan appeared only to me. And why he wanted to bring Mom back. What his goal really was.
All right. Let's go. Sayoko, what's your connection to Ryan? Help me understand who he really is.
I think that was already said. Like, when Ryan was given that kaleidoscope, because when Ryan was being treated, which we're now realizing is because of PTSD from
This
his
is our
mom
first
dying.
time on a boat together, huh?
Sayoko
I suppose it is.
was the one who
How'd you get so
treated
good
her.
at rowing?
treated
Sometimes I'll row when I go fishing with Bob and Rex.
him. Aww.
It'll be dawn soon.
Quality father-daughter time.
How are you holding up?
It's been a busy day. But I'm alright.
I'll say, Ashley.
What about you?
Oh, I'm used to all-nighters. I'm tougher than I look, you know?
Same here. I'm recording this at 1 in the morning.
Where's Ryan's grave?
That way. Let's hurry.
Let's hurry. But, yeah. Thanks, Pro Controller. But yeah. If it wasn't clear enough, Ashley, Sayoko was living in that pendant ever since Sayoko's memories were lost and placed into that pendant. If you're watching the Uncut commentary, you'll note that I, at some points, interject with dialogue from Sayoko. And that's for me to reiterate that Sayoko was living in that pendant, and for the entirety of this game, she was experiencing these moments with Ashley. I don't know how she would perceive that stuff. Maybe there's a speaker and a small camera in that pendant. But, or maybe just the liquid memory is able to, like, sense that stuff in some way. But I like to think that in this bizarre way, Ashley and Sayoko was witnessing Ashley grow up right in front of her. And yeah, just gotta make sure we get through the bushes. Yeah, and I think in that way, I think that makes this game a lot more heartwarming. And it makes that hug that Sayoko gave to Ashley a lot more worth it. It's almost dawn. It's almost sunrise. It's almost the start of a new day. But yeah. It's kind of sad knowing that have I mentioned that this game's soundtrack is absolutely fucking
What
beautiful?
is this place?
It's the Lake Spring. Not many people know about it. According to Dan, it's the source of Lake Juliet.
Does that work?
It all comes from here?
So it's basically just like groundwater or something?
The whole lake wells out from this one point. It's also responsible for keeping it clean. Lake Juliet's been polluted a number of times, but the spring always restores its waters.
But this been polluted
So
for 5
even
years.
the current pollution will be cleaned up soon?
That explains the
As long as the spring holds out.
18.4% of the
That must be why Judd chose to put Ryan's
of the
grave
liquid
here.
memory that's left.
The spring
there's
restores it all.
Because there's only a tiny bit of Ryan's liquid memory left because it spilled into the lake. Like I was saying, it is really tragic that Sayoko never got to experience stuff with Ashley, and the only way she could experience for Dar's growth was through her memories, in which she couldn't interact with her at all. That's a theming a lot with in this game of lost parent-child connections. And this game at least has one way to remedy it, through Sayoka's pendant. But at that moment, Sayoka's gone.
This is Ryan's grave.
So your mom brought you here 13 years ago.
1980 to 1992. Those are the
I think this will be the last time I come here, Ryan.
Aww.
Judd left his most precious possession with you. So I'll leave mine here too.
Surprise possession. This security camera, or...
I remember what she said. She said Judd left his most precious possession here.
Let's take a look around.
Take a look around? What's your advice, Dad? What did Judd leave?
Oh.
This must be one of the cameras Gina was talking about.
Ryan.
Ryan must have watched the lake from here. There's an inscription on the gravestone. Ryan Fitzgerald, 1980 to 1992. So, Judd had Ryan as soon as he became the founder of JC Valley, and lost him 10 years prior to when he himself lost. When he died. Just 10 years prior. 10 years after his son died.
Ryan was only 12 when he died.
Just like Dee.
I've seen this before.
Looking through this always made Sayoko miss Japan.
Yeah. Remember, Ryan
Dad.
gaslit
What is
Ashley into
Check it out.
thinking that this kaleidoscope
Ryan's mom gave him this
is in
kaleidoscope.
that cabin.
He told me when we were talking at the cottage. He said he had to undergo treatments as a kid.
That was just
That's when he would give it to Mom for safekeeping.
That was his most treasured memory.
Undergoing treatment must have been what Judd called erasing his memories.
And because of that, Ryan died. Mom must have come here to return it. That's why she was here 13 years ago.
There's a cherry blossom design at the top of the gravestone.
What's this?
Stone tiles engraved with letters are lined up on the gravestone.
What's this say?
Born an angel, you make me whole. Gone too soon, you leave me hollow.
Judd dedicated this message to his son. Huh?
What's up?
It looks like there's some sort of trick to this gravestone. Are the stone tiles some sort of key?
A key?
The final puzzle of this game.
Ah.
The cherry blossom was on the grave too. You can't look into the kaleidoscope. Can you? I mean... I say I can't. You can't look into the kaleidoscope, but looks like you can. It's very pretty. I don't know how long I can like be doing this, but yeah. It is very pretty how the prisms like this light. And you can see there's letter markings on.
Huh.
The design changes when rotated. Yeah. As if it wasn't obvious enough.
Oh.
This pattern makes a word. Yep. And there it is. The solution to the final.
Oh.
I knew there was some mechanism to it. Yeah, the solution to the final puzzle of this game. Love. It doesn't matter which formation as long as this letter spell out love.
It opened. Dad, check it out. There's a picture inside. Look at his smile.
The last
He looks
time.
so happy.
The last time he smiled.
I never would have guessed. Judd stole Sayoko's memories, and yet, what he cherished the most was the memory of
It's the
his
same
child.
thing with Bell. Like, he had such a dedication to one person, but he's willing to sacrifice another person for it.
Dad?
Alright, time to give this guy a lobotomy.
Hello, Ashley.
I'm
Ryan.
back, motherfucker.
You still remember me?
I mean,
Of course I do.
yeah, why?
When you and I met in the another room, I attempted to delete the memory data you have of me. But it seems I never gained full access to your hippocampus.
That's right, bitch.
What did you do to my dad?
You're not fucking erasing
I have
my,
suspended
my
his
daughter's
consciousness.
memories. Even the memories of you.
It is only
I'm
temporary.
like that.
He will not perish. He is not required for our current discourse.
I think I finally understand, Ryan. You used the another through security cameras. It's how you made me see you.
That's correct. What you see right now is only in your mind. This image is temporarily ingrained in your memory. I am currently manipulating your perception.
You took advantage of Sophia in the same way. But I'm not like her. I won't let you do whatever you want.
Interesting. Sayoko said the same thing to Judd.
It makes perfect sense.
Your life's work is to complete the another.
It's
I will not allow you to squander your brilliance.
it's a generational thing. Just like with the
Especially
Grams and
something as foolish as
just
family.
like with the
I
Grams
forbid
and
it.
the Cruzos.
Get back to work this instant. That's an order.
Ryan's memory data is just as
The
demanding
another
as
is
Judd.
more than your precious research. I will not allow myself to be used.
Your eyes look so much like Sayoko's did back then.
Rex protected Sayoko by putting those like memories into like independent. Probably told him that he deleted them.
Ashley,
That
why are
those
you
memories
here?
Are just deleted,
I don't understand.
or that he can't.
I
access
thought
the
coming
liquid
here would help me
memory.
figure everything out.
What do you mean by everything?
My mom came to this island 13 years ago. I thought if I could remember that moment, it would all fall into place. I would understand why she came to Lake Juliet. Why the memory of my mother knew about you. Why you appeared to me. And tried to revive her.
I see.
I want to know. I want to know the truth about you.
A drive for knowledge. I have always felt that too. Why was I born? What is my purpose?
What are you talking about?
I've never encountered someone like you. Someone who wished to know me. I understand. I will tell you the truth. Here lies Ryan Fitzgerald. And because he existed, I now exist. Judd's son. The Another's first ever test subject. Ryan lost his mother at a young age. This left a deep wound on his heart. He closed himself off, no longer allowing himself to feel. Judd wanted to heal that wound, thereby restoring his son's emotions.
Can't imagine Judd.
He attempted to do this with the Another, which was still just a prototype at the time.
Made it better. He was so closed off.
However, the experiment failed.
His heart was Sayoko.
Ryan was left paralyzed and later died. Ryan's memories were extracted during that experiment. They were recorded to liquid memory and stored in a tank in JC Valley's basement storage. And that tank containing liquid memory is where I was born. The first human to notice was your mother.
There's no mistaking. The stored memory data is changing.
That was another memory that
The liquid memory is producing new episodic recollections on its own?
I don't know how it happened. Sayoko referred to me as a conscious life form, born from Ryan's memory data.
Sense, because
Born
that's
from
part
memory
of the
data?
Another data.
The first thing I remember is the feeling of swimming through a sea of memories. The human memory is truly a fascinating thing. It starts with sense, and then there is information, and beyond that, knowledge.
And you know,
each memory has a different emotion.
Sayoko is actually partially
Longing,
responsible
loneliness, fear,
the pollution.
regret.
Sorry
happiness.
to make this a bit.
I am proof
to
that
paint
Ryan
her in
was
a bit
alive.
of a darker light, but whatever.
I read his memory and I learned, and I slowly grew.
My mom never told Judd about you?
Yeah.
She reported her findings, but Judd quickly dismissed them. He said that self-propagation of memory data is impossible.
That does explain why
He was exactly
Sayoko
the
left.
person Ryan's memory made him out to be. A genius scientist willing to do anything to further his research. Even sacrifice his own family.
By the way, the
Self-righteous,
backstory to Ryan
refusing to
is
hear anyone
absolutely
else's
not
opinion.
this in the Wii game.
Unlike Sayoko, he never tried to understand me. Once she left, Judd would glance at the tank every so often.
Sayoko
And then one
also.
day, he started talking to it. He said,
It also
I'll
explains
find a
why
way to
Sayoko.
revive you, Ryan.
It also explains why Sayoko was
he continued developing the Another alone.
more grown.
He also started a new experiment.
When we saw her in the
An experiment to
Ashley's
overwrite memories using the Another. Judd began writing Ryan's memory data onto other subjects. It was his attempt to revive his son. Carrying out these experiments required him to create many copies of Ryan's data.
God.
He extracted his test subjects' memories
Oh my God, he did this to
and
multiple
accumulated
people.
them all into liquid memory.
Was his experiment successful?
It was not.
Yeah, God no,
It was
Ashley.
impossible to complete the Another without Sayoko.
Yeah.
The ability to overwrite memory never came to fruition.
But Sayoko
He abandoned
knew
its
this was a
development
bad
and sealed up the
idea.
lab housing the Another.
Sayoko knew it
And
was
then,
a bad idea.
6 years ago,
So,
a terrible storm tore through Lake Juliet.
So,
JC
yeah.
Valley lost power
This
and the building was destroyed.
This entire fucking
The tank storing
narrative
liquid
happened
memory were
because of a
damaged.
Deus Ex Machina
They leaked into the lake.
thunderstorm.
This was liquid memory that contained not only Ryan's memories, but many others.
Oh my god.
It became one with the water.
So yeah, don't drink that.
So in a way, it felt like this lake had become my brain. Over time, I was able to access JC
I guess
Valley's
that
network.
also explains why Ryan is
This, in
so
turn,
many-
allowed me
in so many
access
ways
to all
different
sorts of
from
information.
Ryan Fitzgerald. Because he has not
That's
just
when I
his
learned of
memories, but
Sayoko's murder.
a lot of other people's memories.
I learned a lot from Judd's computer,
You grew a lot from that.
including that it was Bill who killed Sayoko,
So you decided to work
and
with
that
him.
whoever he was working for was connected to Judd.
What?
How could you? Why did you murder Sayoko?
Okay, that
From the very
explains
start,
everything.
the Another
because
project was conducted in secret.
He was connected to Judd.
Sayoko and I
Someone.
were handpicked by the lab's head to carry the project forward.
Because yeah, that
You were
is
just a
his,
researcher.
That is
useful
his
tool.
his ego. It's the same
We
thing with
started
Judd.
making
That they needed Sayoko.
real progress.
Sayoko to complete the Another.
But then Sayoko betrayed us.
Yeah, just like that.
You two stole our research, hid it in your home.
Hit it basically in a pendant.
So I gave Sayoko one more chance that night.
Sorry, this flashback has some power
I told
outages.
her to return the research and return to the fold.
I see. So if Mom knew all this, is that why she tried to protect the Another?
Ashley, it wasn't until I learned of Sayoko's death that I finally understood. The sorts of moments that can produce such strong emotions. I had never felt more.
Sayoko wanted to protect the
And yet,
Another and her
at that
daughter.
moment,
And in that moment,
all I felt
the best way to
was
do
sadness.
that was to...
And all I wanted was to ask Judd, why did Sayoko have to die?
Did you ever meet Judd?
Did you ask Bill?
I
You
did.
did work with him.
He was in the process of
Bill,
developing
why
the
did you
remote
kill
Another at the
Sayoko?
time. I infiltrated the system to gain access to him.
But you couldn't infiltrate the security system?
What are you?
Judd looked both surprised and confused when I appeared before him. He reached out to see if I was real, but he couldn't touch me.
Yeah. He's an amalgamation.
So
of
he simply
people.
stared at me
Well,
for a long
Sayoko's liquid
while.
Memory, independent.
And then I asked
It's
him,
just her. So
why did Sayoko have to die?
she did grow.
He remained silent.
She remade herself.
He simply looked at me with an expression I couldn't interpret.
Well, Ryan was just.
So I asked him
a lot
once
of
more,
people.
why did Sayoko, the only person who knew me, have to die? He didn't answer my question. Instead, he muttered my name.
Ryan.
At last, he understood the nature of my existence.
You think he?
He looked at me
A
with
good
eyes that had
excuse
grown old, and he trembled.
You know, a better excuse is
What
that
emotion do you
Judd
suppose
just,
he was
like,
expressing?
Completely destroyed everything.
Judd died, right? After learning about you?
Yes. Both Sayoko and Judd were gone, so no one else in the world knew of my existence. And yet, I continued to exist in this lake.
That sounds so lonely.
All this time, my mind was occupied with a single thought. Why do I exist? But I couldn't find an answer. After a while, I grew interested in the Another left behind by Sayoko and Judd. I wanted to complete it.
In a
I
way,
was the
he's
one Bill
kind
sent
of
the
an
Another's
AI,
source
but,
code to.
like, He's also.
No way.
He's also.
Using that data, I was able to complete
Yeah, that's how
the
he.
prototype Another.
That's how he manipulated.
But
it.
why?
It was simply a task to prove I exist. I didn't have a specific goal beyond that. Dr. Robins came to JC
And
Valley.
Richard's just napping
He
there.
started investigating things no one had looked into before.
No.
Do you know why he came here? Did he tell you?
I didn't know at first. But I do now.
Why did Richard come to JC Valley? To investigate the pollution? 5 years ago, Lake Juliet became contaminated. People thought it was caused by the resort development, but Dad must have come here to look for the real cause. Find the RAS. Mom made the RAS to counteract the effects of another in case it was abused. Dad came here to find the RAS Mom left behind. That's a good reason. But I don't think he knew it existed. Complete the Another. The prototype Another was secretly left at JC Valley. Dad came here to complete the project. Seeing as how he destroyed the Another that was left on the island, left on Blood Island, that's very unlikely. Find Michael. Matthew's dad Michael went missing 5 years ago, when Crusoe Resort went bankrupt. Dad came to JC Valley to help Matthew look for him, considering that he didn't even know who Michael Crusoe was until he joined JC Valley. That's unlikely. But also, we very much know why. Sayoko's truth. 13 years ago, Mom came to Lake Juliet without telling Dad. He came here to find out why and what she was doing here. And that was protecting her family from Judd. And protecting the Another from Judd.
I need to find out why she was here. Because if I do, I think it will reveal the truth behind her death.
My dad wanted to know why my mom came here. Ryan, we had no idea.
It makes sense.
We didn't
Richard
know
and
her
Judd
memory
had the
data
same
was inside her
motivation
pendant.
to complete the Another.
I see.
That's why she
But
had
how
to
did you
die.
know? How did you know about the pendant?
I was monitoring Rex's computer. He kept a journal on it. He wrote about hiring your father. He wrote, "Should I tell Richard about Sayoko's pendant?" When Dr. Robins came to JC Valley, he was still seeking the truth of what happened to Sayoko. He found the data that Bill had sent. That's when he started piecing together the secrets around the Another and the secret lab. He began looking into the lake pollution too. He was close to figuring out that the pollution was liquid memory.
That's another thing I forgot about. That he was the
It was
one who
around
developed
then I
the
started to feel cornered.
thing that discovered the pollution.
After all, the substance polluting the lake is me. I don't have much time left.
Only 18.4%.
I've come to understand this. If the lake is purified, cleansing itself of the liquid memory, I will disappear. In other words, I will die.
I think everyone wants to leave behind a piece of their
Oh
memory,
no.
a piece of themselves.
That's when Dr. Robins invited you
They
here.
die. They pass away. They have the memories of
When you arrived at the
themselves
campsite,
in people's hearts.
you were wearing Sayoko's pendant. I wanted to see her. Just one last time.
That's the greed.
That pendant contains memories of Sayoko. And I'm sure they remember me.
Sure did.
That's why I tried to use the Another and you. Sayoko's daughter. I wanted to revive her. But the RAS was her way of preventing that. She showed me the error of my ways. Using the Another to prove my existence was wrong. I know that now. That's it. That's everything. I wanted you to know. This is my truth.
Yeah.
Ryan? What's happening to you?
And Richard is still, like, comatose.
Wait, are you trying to erase my memories of you?
Please don't. I've
You
had enough of my memories getting
Will
erased.
forget me.
No, Ryan!
Beautiful birthday.
I'm glad I met you.
Ryan, look! Look at this!
Remember you.
It's a message from my mom! When you tried to write my mom's memories onto me, she told me something. She said a person can live forever as long as someone remembers them.
Sayoko.
Thank you, Ryan. Because you remember her, my mom lives on. And thanks to that, I got to see her.
Ashley, will you remember me? Even if I disappear.
Yes. I won't forget the person Mom discovered. I'll remember you forever.
You know how I said that a person will
Please.
live on in a person's
Show me the rest
live
again.
on in a person's memories? I meant that metaphorically, but actually I'm making it quite literal. I'm storing our memories inside this bracelet. Fuck you. I'm living forever.
Thank you, Sayoko.
I
can finally be at peace.
I love you too.
Goodbye, Ryan. The game could have made him less creepy, but you know. Oh god, I'm hungry.
Ashley?
Dad, Ryan disappeared. He touched the rats and now he's gone.
What?
He told me about Mom. And why he appeared to me.
What is it? Do I look like Mom or something?
What did he say? Tell me everything.
You can interpret that in many ways, like she's grown up to be like her mom, or that she lives on through Ashley.
After that, Dad and I took the boat back to JC Valley. He took me to his lab and I took a nap on his cot.
There's a cot there?
He and Rex had a long conversation. Dad was with me when I woke up. He told me it's time to go home. We didn't talk much on the walk back to the cottage. We didn't need to tell each other what we were thinking. We just knew. We were thinking about Mom.
Honestly, you two. I had a funny feeling after our phone call yesterday. I got worried, so I came to make sure everything was all right. Only to find you two were out all night?
Well, it's just that, so much happened, and...
It's nice that Jessica's
For
here.
real, Jessica. It was a lot.
She's like the
Well,
most stable
go on.
part of this family.
It's all my fault. I got Ashley mixed up in a
So-
big mess.
Don't
Her
listen to
coming
him.
to be here
It was
for
my
Ashley,
idea to go to that island.
Richard. Out of concern, but also out
Dad
of
kept me
anger.
safe, Jessica.
And it's all thanks
Also
to
because she's
Ashley that
mad.
we learned about Sayoko.
At least you two are getting along. Huh? Aren't you glad you agreed to the trip?
Yeah, actually. I have so much to tell you, Jessica.
I bet Sayako is really
I can't wait to hear it all.
Really happy
When
that
does the
Ashley
bus
went
home
here
arrive?
too, even if it didn't.
We still
result in
have a little
her,
time.
well,
I'm gonna go say
second
bye to
death.
everyone.
Oh, one more thing. Can you return the keycard to the guest house? I've already checked us out.
Sure thing.
So, looks like you bought a ton of souvenirs, huh?
It's just $60
Yeah,
worth
they had
of
some
stuff.
really cool stuff. I really feel like I bonded with Lake Juliet, you know? Everything just felt so special to me.
Considering that Lake Juliet is mostly
Oh,
Ryan.
yeah. That's good to hear.
Dad, check this out.
That looks familiar.
Remember the keychain with the gate key to the Edward mansion?
I love this song. It's so...
That takes me back. This used to be the only kind of thing the guest house sold.
This is the exact song that would
Looks like
play
they've
in my
expanded their
head
options.
when I was a child, when I was an innocent
What do you
kid.
think of the mascots?
And it feels so nice.
I think they're pretty charming, actually.
It's
Then
really
you get
nice
one
to
too.
hear.
We can match.
Aw.
That's a good idea. I'll pick one up.
Like I said in the Uncut commentary, this song reminds me of... This song would be the exact song... If I knew about it, this would be the exact song that I played during my childhood. Just full of innocence and joy and wonder and... It's calming, but also, like, represents a child looking up at the sky and the optimism to it. Just keep an eye on your spending. That's the last thing you ever say to us, Dad, in this game. I'm so glad I finally got the RAS off. Feels kind of lonely without it. Well, I guess this is property of Dad now. Oh, he has a... We probably won't see each other for a while. But it sure would be nice if he'd call me now and then.
Nuh-uh.
But I guess I can be the one to pick up the phone. Hey, Jessica.
Go on.
Go say bye to everyone. I'll be waiting at the bus stop. So, yeah, like I said in the commentary, Jessica is kind of the stability in this game, in this series. And it's nice that she's in this ending sequence. I don't think she was in the original Wii game, but it really ties the game together. Sayako was the past. Jessica's the present. And we're finally out of the rut that Lake Juliet, that was plaguing Lake Juliet. Let's look at our bios while we have this nice music. God, everyone is updated. Fuck. Let's start with Charlotte. Charlotte Graham, the old lady whose family has lived in Lake Juliet for generations. She knows a lot about the area. When I first met her, she got really mad at Matthew and me being in her yard. I thought she was scary, but then she gave us this amazing homemade tea and told us all sorts of things. I really owe Charlotte a lot. Most importantly, Matthew got his memories back thanks to her letting us get into the clock tower. Thank you, Charlotte. That reminds me. While searching for the keys for the clock tower, we found a letter from her daughter Olivia. I can interpret the look on Charlotte's face as I read it to her. They had a fight some time ago and hadn't spoken to each other since. But I guess Charlotte never stopped worrying about her daughter. The letter said Olivia was pregnant. And I'm sure Charlotte wants to see her grandchild. I could tell she was at least a little happy when she learned the news. I hope she gets to see her grandchild, and I hope she gets a chance to talk to Olivia and repair the relationship. Bob Fox, the owner of the restaurant Bob's Food Hut. The salmon rice burger that Bob made for me was so good. I had a great time with him. He hearing stories about Dad and how they spend their time. I'm also grateful that he still remembers Mom all these years later. Of course, for Bob, that was the fateful day that inspired his famous salmon rice burger. But even so, it's nice to have this little bit of her immortalized. Anytime I want a memory of Mom, I can come here and have a salmon rice burger for her. I'll be here to visit Dad lots, so I should have lots of opportunities to put burgers on his tab. So how much is the salmon rice burger combo? Because that's 3 orders on his tab. Speaking of Matthew Crusoe, I wonder how Matthew's doing now. I'm sure he and Michael are still catching up, but I should write him a letter when things get back to normal. What happened 5 years ago was heartbreaking, but I know Matthew will be fine. You're not alone, Matthew. Just like I have Dad and Jessica, you've got Michael and Greg. Together, you can do with anything. Plus, you'll always have me rooting for you. Yep, Michael and Greg are now in a relationship. Greg Davis, the newspaper reporter who'd been investigating the true cause of the Lake Juliet pollution for the past 5 years. He was lurking around the campground in a black suit and sunglasses, and I was really suspicious of him until we found out who he was. I'll bet Greg is about to publish a new article with the truth we just learned about the lake pollution. Once that's out in the world, it will clear Matthew's dad's name. I look forward to reading it. Greg Davis is also, did work at JC Valley for a bit. Judd Fitzgerald. On Ryan's grave on the island in the lake, Judd had hidden his most precious possession. It was a little locket with a picture of Ryan smiling inside. The thing Judd loved more than anything was his son. He loved Ryan with his whole heart and wanted to save him from the trauma he'd already lived through. That's why he was desperate enough to try using another before it was ready. He just wanted to bring Ryan back and with the data from the liquid memory. Just like my dad, Judd was a kind father who loved his family and would have done anything for them. Let's not go that far. Ryan Gray. We learned the truth about Ryan on the small island in the lake. The Ryan that appeared to me was a conscious life form born from the memory data left by Judd's son Ryan. He was controlling Bill and Sophia in order to complete the another, but I still don't think I can forgive them for what they've done. And the reason he went through all of this was to see my mom. He just wanted to see the first person who noticed his existence, and the only one who remembered him. But Mom wouldn't allow it. She left me the RAS, which has the ability to stop memories from being overwritten. She told me what Ryan was doing is wrong. You don't have to do things like that, Ryan. Even if the lake cleansing itself causes your consciousness to disappear, Mom and I will both remember you. And remember that you existed. From now on, you'll live inside my heart, alongside memories of my mom. You'll be a part of my precious memories forever. Mom is living inside that pendant, or in the RAS. That's my theory, anyway. Sophia Callahan, a researcher at JC Valley. She's one of Dad's co-workers, and also an agent of the organization that sent Bill to steal the another data. Sophia was Ryan's accomplice, but their goals couldn't have been more different. The reason Sophia wanted the another day was simple. She wanted to sell it for a boatload of cash. Harming so many people, using my mom's research for such selfish purposes? I can't forgive that. We all banded together and were able to capture Sophia. We can breathe a bit easier now, but we don't know when someone will come for the another next. I'll never let anyone use it for selfish reasons. Not after Mom sacrificed her own memories to seal it away. I'll make sure her final wishes are respected. We don't have anything new on Gina, but okay. But we have something new on Elizabeth and Marmot Cub Troop. That's their band name. Okay. Rex Alfred, the director of JC Valley and Elizabeth's father. When everything was all over, Rex showed me and Dad a photo of Judd, the former director, and his son Ryan. Ryan lost his mother when he was just a boy. He completely withdrew, and his father made him the first test subject for the another trials. Mom and Rex helped run them, but it was Judd who made them do it. And during those experiments, Ryan died. Judd wanted Mom to continue her another research, but she refused. He made her delete her own memories of another. Along with those, she lost her memories of me too. Rex gave her a pendant with her liquid memories inside because he felt sorry for her. Rex learned about everything Judd had been up to only after he took over. The pollution in the lake is liquid memory, but Judd covered that up. He also used another technology to control the local residents remotely. Rex admitted that he continued to cover up what Judd did, but he knew one day that he would have to deal with the consequences. JC Valley has to change, and he understands that it's his job to do it. The biggest shock was learning that Ryan wasn't real. He was created by the remote in another system. Still, with the truth about everything coming out, I feel like there's more hope for the future. Yeah. Sayako lost basically every memory of her, of every important memory of Ashley, and lived the rest of her days, however few they were, barely knowing the girl that she was trying to protect, and barely knowing her own feelings for her. That's why that pendant is so important. It was so important to her. There were two Sayakos. One that lived on but couldn't be there for her, and one that died trying to protect her, protect Ashley. Elizabeth Alfred, the keyboardist and vocalist for Tommy's band. She's also the daughter of Rex, the director of JC Valley. We've had quite a day, haven't we? When I first met Elizabeth, she came charging in with a bad attitude. Now that I know the whole story, I get it. Who's this strange girl talking to the guy she likes? There's nothing between Tommy and me, of course, but she just saw red. It doesn't help that she's had so much to deal with. Her family, the band. But once we opened up to each other, I started to see why people like her so much. I think she figured some things out too. And it looks like the band might just make it. They're able to get to the big deal contest, and I'll be able to see Elizabeth sing live. I still haven't had the chance, so I'm really looking forward to it. I need a rival musician to keep me sharp. Sapphic Delights. Janet Rice, the drummer in Tommy's band. She's really friendly, and her natural cheerfulness is great for bringing people together. I'm really impressed by how open-minded she is. That's actually the whole reason I was able to make peace with Elizabeth. Janet told me a lot of what Elizabeth has been through. She helped me realize that we have a lot more in common than a few things. Without Janet, I never would have come around on Elizabeth, so I owe her a lot. I owe her for my potential Sapphic. I really respect her passion for music too. I totally get her love for her band and her desire to go pro. Janet has her hands full with band issues, but at least it seems like Elizabeth's resolved her personal issues. At this rate, I'm sure the band will be back to full force in no time, and they'll be able to play in the contest they've been working so hard for, which means I'll get to see them at the venue. I'm looking forward to talking more about music with them. I can't wait. It's not the last we'll see of Elizabeth and Janet, and Tommy, of course. Tommy Harrison, a college student who works part-time in the guest house. Tommy is also in a band, playing lead guitar and writing their songs. Looking back, I went through a lot with Tommy. I had my bag stolen and was feeling awful. He was just the slacker keeping me from getting checked in at the campsite. And he accused me of stealing food from the storage room. As I got roped into his band's internal troubles. But you know what? It was all worth it. Tommy is an amazing guitar player. And under all that slacking and cluelessness, a good person. I'm glad I came to Lake Juliet, because I've met cool people like Tommy. I hope to see him and the others at the Big Deal Band contest. Maybe someday be a guitar player on his level. Yeah, people don't think At first glance, you think that the band subplot is not important, but it's a way to connect Elizabeth with Ashley and thus connect Ashley with Rex. Once again, the whole generational thing with both Matthew and now Elizabeth. With Matthew and Elizabeth and Ashley. So, yeah. Generations. It's Richard, Rex, and Michael, and Olivia. Or, sorry, Charlotte. I keep using her daughter's name, Charlotte. But, yeah. And then it passes down to their children. So, it's a good way to keeping these families close. Dan Maxwell. I feel like I'm always making extra work for Dan. Even though he helped me look for my stolen bag, I lied to him when we snuck into the boathouse. And even though he told me to tell him if I found Matthew, I kept it a secret the whole time. Sorry, Dan. He seems like the sort of cheerful guy that would just laugh and say, all's well that ends well. I hope. Dan, I'm sure being a forest ranger is hard work, and I hope you keep taking care of Lake Juliet. Even if some teenage girls accidentally make it harder for you. It sucks that Dan doesn't have a bigger role in this, because he seems like a cool character. Let's start with Richard. Richard Robins. Mom's pendant contained the memories Judd stole from her, which Rex secretly converted to liquid memory. I was sad to learn what happened to Mom at JC Valley all those years ago, but Dad was absolutely shocked by it. Maybe Mom kept it secret all this time to protect us. That's absolutely why she was there. It's a relief that another data didn't end up with the bad guys, and that Sophia has been caught. Dad is going to stay at the lab to help Rex, so I guess he won't be coming home anytime soon. But I've already proven to myself that I can be okay without Dad, and I can support him doing what he wants to do. I think it's what Mom would have wanted too. Besides, I could just come here and visit him when I want, and get a yummy salmon rice burger from Bob while I'm here, on his tab. Jessica Robins. Jessica thought I sounded different when she called yesterday, and was worried enough about it to come out to the cottage and check on me. Which reminds me that I forgot to tell Dad she called. Oops. She seemed really happy to see me and Dad getting along so well. She's been worried about us for a while, but the last 24 hours have helped me see Dad in a much better light. And I plan to be the daughter he deserves. So you can relax about us, Jessica. Let's start with Sayoko. Sayoko Robins. The reason Mom visited the island 13 years ago was to return Ryan's kaleidoscope and say her final goodbye to him. She must have known then that her memories would be erased. That's why she took me all around the lake, soaking up the nostalgia. Mom saved me twice. Once 13 years ago when she was killed, and once inside my own memories. I owe her my life a few times over. When our memories were all swirled together, I saw a bunch of her memories of me and Dad. She seemed happy to see them one last time. Her memories are gone now, and I've made new ones of her that aren't going anywhere. She'll be with me in my heart forever. She has the memories of experiencing those memories. Inception, of course, but also it's nice that Ashley does have some core part of Sayoko with her, even if it's in her memories. She does indeed remember Sayoko's memories of getting married, having Ashley. So it's kind of messed up, but also, yeah, it's nice to. It's something that's worth treasuring. Ashley Mizuki Robins. After I left the another room, Rex told me Judd's secret and the truth about Mom, along with all the sad stuff that Ryan went through. The Ryan I met was just an illusion, but I talked to him like a real person. It's hard to believe. To help me remember what Mom said 13 years ago, I went with Dad to a little island on the lake where the real Ryan is buried. I met Ryan again there, and found out the whole truth about him and why he wanted to bring Mom back. A storm 6 years ago damaged the lab and made a bunch of Ryan's liquid memory leak out. which polluted the lake and made his consciousness a kind of memory ghost. But the clean water coming out of the spring on the island is slowly cleaning out the pollution, and Ryan is fading. He'll disappear completely pretty soon, but I'll never forget him. Mom found him, and I'll keep his memory alive. It's been an incredible and long day. I learned stuff I didn't know about my parents, met new friends, and made memories I'll treasure forever. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Bill. Shit, I forgot. I don't know. I don't want to end up Bill. Just like Dad said, Bill and Ryan were working together. Ryan said they weren't really working together, but in the end they sold another development data for Dad, so the deals are kind of beside the point. This is the first time in 2 years that I've talked about Bill. The memory of him is still pretty painful. We'll never know what was really going on with him, but I wonder if he had a reason for what he did. The reason is... it's the same thing with Judd. He wanted to erase the memory. Bill wanted to erase the painful memories of Franny, but framed it as wanting to make a bunch of cash. But ultimately, they did terrible things just for the sake of a person. But Sayoko protected Ashley. So, there's a theming of how parents, how familial relationships work, and what you're willing to do for them. And that's how every character is painted in this game. And that's how that colors every interpretation of every character in this game. So, let's say goodbye to everyone. Just
stay safe, Ashley.
I'll try.
I'll be home on the weekends. I'll see you then.
She's not wearing it. I guess she's just gonna keep it in her pocket. So that thing, that Ryan's house is for rent, but there are still books in there? Got Mom's pendant. I'm a bit early for the bus. It'd be nice to see everyone one more time before I go. Yeah, we got a goodbye sequence, just like in Persona. Mom's pendant. A teardrop-shaped pendant Dad gave me as a memento of Mom. It used to have liquid memory inside. Liquid memory that stored Mom's memories. But it's empty now. At least the demo CD is alive. A demo CD with a song for the band contest. I had to throw it to protect the another data, so it might be all shoved in now. We'll just need to record our demo all over again. It's okay. Yeah. So how was the liquid memory store, like, kept there? Because there's openings in this. Yeah. There's no speaker or camera to it, so there's no... My theory doesn't hold water, but, like, I'd like to believe it. It's a headcanon.
I knew it.
Was everything I saw in this cottage some sort of illusion? Could have been. Wonder what those books for. Why did he want to gaslight us into seeing? This is a convenient spot for a trash can, right by the road. By the by, this is the last time you can... This is the time I was mentioning, where you can find the final final cans and recycle them for the tokens. This place is huge. It looks even bigger compared to its neighbors. Basically a mansion, not a cottage at all. Well, yeah, we know that one's been salvaged. The cat is still there. You can also get the last, the cranes in case you missed them. Hey, Janet!
Hey, what's up?
I'm about to catch my bus home.
What? No way! I was looking forward to hanging out. I guess you'll just have to come back soon.
I definitely will.
Elizabeth said she's gonna come back to practice.
That's great.
I didn't think Tommy or I got through to her, but then, boom, mine changed. Don't suppose you had anything to do with that?
Maybe.
Nah, not really. I just cleared the air a little. And I think we may be friends now?
Friends with Miss Moody? Impressive. Which means I must be pretty impressive too, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, bye.
See ya.
Yeah, I'm not talking much in the uncut commentary either because I just really like soaking in this.
Well, if it isn't Miss Ashley.
Hi, Bob.
I like how they
I'm on my
interrupt
way home.
The goodbye music.
Aw,
with this
what a
music.
shame. Safe travels. And don't be a stranger, you hear?
Oh, I'm definitely stopping by whenever I visit my dad.
Looking forward to it. Your friends will miss you, but the salmon rice burger will miss you even more.
I'll be dreaming of that burger.
Probably should be a good
And I'll
time
make
to
sure
mention
the
it
tab
that it
goes
was my
to-
mom who
To
inspired
Doc Robbins it
dad.
is.
Yeah, it's kind of a circular thing. Sayako gave Bob the impression, Sayako gave Bob the inspiration to make the salmon rice burger, and now Dad's paying for them.
Ah.
There's a Cool Pop sign. It must mean they sell it here. I mean, hey, look, a tab. Why is there a fucking mermaid? His poster claims that even mermaids love the salmon rice burger. Does Bob know a mermaid? We're kind of far from the lake shore. Wonder if that means this place delivers. This counter is made of real wood. It's simple yet classy. I like the no-frills atmosphere of this place. It's kind of retro. We've got a Cool Pop and like a classic. Retros in a classic. I think this is the original Cool Pop logo that they used back when it first launched. I remember Dad saying there was only one flavor at first. And the menu in lovely Comic Sans. I didn't know they served pies. Oh man, I should get a pie. Anyway, let's get out of here. Those cottages are still for rent. The bunny!
Last time I was here...
Hold it right there.
There
Charlotte.
she is. One last chance to get a picture of the bluebird.
Did you find Matthew?
Yep.
Yeah. He remembered everything. He figured out where his dad is too, so he went to see him.
Is that so? I'm glad. It seems this meddlesome young lady was helpful after all.
Oh, harsh. Here I thought you might be about to thank me.
Oh, Ashley.
You're sure in a good mood.
Ashley's more confident in herself.
Did something happen?
That's another thing that I
Nothing
that
major.
I didn't mention.
I'm just going to
The
have a
change
visitor
from-
soon is all.
From
Oh, who's coming?
another code.
I called
the
my
two
daughter,
games.
and she started crying on the phone.
Aw.
Poor thing.
Aw.
She's visiting today. Honestly, shouldn't she have just told me before running off and eloping?
Aw, come on, Charlotte. Just be happy to see your daughter. You're about to meet your grandchild for the first time.
Did you say something, dear?
No, nothing. I'm heading home after this.
Oh, I see. My garden will be thankful for the reduced foot traffic.
Are you sure you aren't actually sad? Maybe even just a little?
Visit Lake Juliet again. Okay, Ashley?
I'll be back for sure, Charlotte. Take care.
Yeah, another underrated change between the show growth between Two Memories and Journey into Last Memories is that she's a lot more confident here. And that confidence even grew within this game, so. One thing I'm wondering is that Princess did come to visit this place, so does Elizabeth have connection to the Grams? I would like to think. Like, part of me wants to think that Olivia was originally gonna be Elizabeth's mom, but I don't know. Oh, good. Speaking of Elizabeth, here's her dad.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Are you heading home?
Yeah. Thanks for everything.
No, I should be thanking you.
I've got my work cut out for me. First, we need to seal up the files on the Another and clean the lake.
And of course, we'll compensate the community for the pollution. I imagine there's more paperwork than research on the horizon.
Sounds tough.
All in a day's work for a director. One more thing. I'm sorry to keep your father here. We'll need him to help rebuild JC Valley.
I get it. I'll cheer him
I
on
like
while
how
he does
she
what he
shook
does
her
best.
head when he said, "I'm sorry to keep her father."
I'm sure that's what Mom would have wanted. Just take care of him, okay?
Thank you, Ashley. Oh, and I hear you and Elizabeth have started getting along. Thanks for that, too.
A little bit, yeah.
It's too bad she isn't here to say goodbye. I wonder where she is. I think Janet's hanging out at Bob's place, but...
Yeah, we saw her.
Well, at any rate, take care of yourself. Come and visit anytime.
Are you giving me
I'll be
something?
back, for sure.
Oh, that's a handshake. Ashley has grown to be a lot like her mother, being very protective, being a lot, being protective and kind and understanding, and always willing to learn more, as a drive for knowledge, and willing to forgive. In many ways, she's like her mother. In many ways, she's not. Anyway, let's talk about Dan.
Hey there, Ashley.
You get to hear this song
Hi,
again,
Dan.
finally.
You've
Been a
always
while.
got a cheerful greeting for me.
I'm just about to head home.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry I couldn't track down your bag.
Oh, I should have told you.
I mean,
I actually found it.
you found it,
Did you know?
before in JC Valley,
Well,
which
that's
you
good
spent
news.
the rest of the night in.
By the way, about that runaway,
You mean Matthew? Oh, that's all taken care of. His uncle got in touch with me. Sounds like Matthew made it to his dad safe and sound.
Aww,
that's great news.
that's wonderful.
Your efforts really helped save him, Ashley. Thank you.
Oh, geez. I don't know.
You know, there's something I'd like you to consider. Have you ever thought about becoming a forest ranger? You're a natural protector.
What? I'll give it some thought later, okay?
I'll be waiting to hear back.
Come on, Ashley. I'd
See you
love to
later.
see you in a Forest Ranger outfit.
Matthew.
This tree has a lot of memories for Matthew. I hope he gets to make even more with his dad. With this dad. So many typos in these, but you know.
Yeah.
Signposts are really helpful for people who have never been here before.
This is
Unbelievable that all these cameras were connected to another. They should probably replace all these cameras, just to be sure another is gone. All we need is a giant hammer. I wonder if there are mermaid legends about Lake Juliet. I mean, they went and made a whole bronze statue, so maybe? I think we already saw that dialogue. As much as I enjoy climbing, I don't want to miss the bus. But still, it's nice to see that the clock tower is now running again. It is currently 4:12? 4:45? Damn. It's been a long time. Oh, and hey, there's Gina. Apparently she likes taking walks too.
Hey, Gina!
How's that bullet wound treating ya?
Oh, Ashley. I was out for my first stroll in a while, hoping I'd run into you before you headed home.
Aww. I think Gina wants
The director
to be
told
Ashley's
me
new
about the
mommy.
remote and other.
Yeah.
Maybe
Crazy,
not.
huh?
So much has happened. You must be exhausted.
Nah, I'm fine. But what about you? Are your injuries all right?
Oh, that was nothing major. I'm stronger than I look, you know?
A bullet bruise is nothing.
I had a feeling. Thanks, Gina. I was able to hang on because you were there with me.
Come hang out again soon, okay?
Gina doesn't have her own theme,
I'll
so.
be here enjoying the view.
I don't think Jen
And working
has.
with the director
Jen
and Dr.
either.
Robins, of course. We're going to continue our research in ways that will really help people.
Take care of my dad for me.
Leave him to me.
I'll see you next time. Tell Ian I said bye too.
Oh, and please remind
You got
him
it.
to actually
Take
call
care, Ashley.
Ashley. So, I think you're not allowed to go here. Oh, wait, you can. I think you're just not allowed to go inside the cabin itself. There's nothing for me to do here. There's still those same birds. And there's still that boat dock that you can absolutely walk on top of, and you don't have to worry about going through the boathouse entrance itself. Speaking of, there's nothing for me to do here. Right, that's the way back home. So yeah. Keep out Laura's mind closed. I don't think you can go here either. Oh, this isn't the way to the bus stop. I mean, in a roundabout way, it is. You just have to deal with Tommy after you sneak in. Oh, and there's Elizabeth. Princess. Hey there, girl.
Be good to Elizabeth, okay?
You know, you didn't... Why did you talk to the dog before me? Oh, I'm sorry, did I? Oh, sorry, did I? You're a tough kid.
Going somewhere, Ashley? Yeah, the bus stop. I'm heading home.
A lot softer with Ashley
Already?
now.
That's too bad.
Aw.
I heard things got crazy at JC Valley.
Yeah, things went to
My
hell.
dad told me about it.
Yeah, things got a little crazy.
Are you okay?
I heard about Sophia, too.
Yeah, fucking bitch.
It was hard for Dad to talk about, but he told me everything.
Also,
I'm glad you talked with him.
Also, are you okay?
How are things with your dad?
You almost
Better.
lost your memories or something?
I mean, there's still a lot I don't get, but better.
That's...
Dad's right. One other thing. I'm sorry for being so rude to
That's
Matthew. I didn't know the truth.
I'm in love
and
with this
I
woman
said
for
some
some
pretty
reason.
mean
Face
things.
Ashley just...
If it's bothering you, why don't you send him a message? I'm sure Dan has his contact info.
Yeah, good idea. Honesty is the way to go, right?
Yeah. And text me while you're at it.
Oh, please. As if I'd ever do that.
What?
I'll just have to see you at the band contest.
I guess you're right.
I have a song that only I can sing.
She is daydreaming about Elizabeth.
I can't wait.
Right
I'll
in
see you
front
there.
of her.
Later.
You bet.
God, Ashley. Anyway, I don't think you can go here. Let's just check. And I'm already run over 2 hours. Guess I have no reason to visit the campsite now. Thanks to that dog. It's thanks to that dog that 2 lesbians have connected. Alright, let's get to the guest house. I think... Are they gonna play the Lake Juliet theme? Oh my god, they are. Tommy, why the fuck? What the fuck?
Ashley.
Still looking to do some shopping? It's not too late? No, I'll add it to your dad's tab. Take a look, see if there's anything else you want. And buy more puppies? Damn it. Guess we can't.
Hmm.
Come on, come on. Oh, hey, Tommy.
Just a short stone's throw. Come on down to Lake Juliet.
Tommy? I got this.
Whoa, the winning gumball. Well done.
Oh. Thanks.
Hang on, I'll get you the prize. Ta-da! Here it is.
Got Eco Master badge.
Thanks. I can, like, eat this gumball now, right?
Be my guest.
Cool.
Taste the rainbow, motherfucker. Anyway. Eco Master badge. Tommy gave me this pin when I showed him the rainbow gum I got and thanks for tidying up some empty cans. It's nice to have my accomplishments recognized, but Eco Master is kind of pushing it. Sweet, a pin. We could put that on your bag that you're not wearing. Okay. Well, since we're here. We had all these gums, gum balls, so let's eat them. It's really sweet. This gum has got to be melon flavored. I have to scroll back up. God damn it. A second piece of red gum. The strawberry flavor is tasty. A second piece of red gum. The strawberry flavor is tasty. Sweet and a little tart. This gum is orange flavored. Just like eating all of them. This mystery flavor seems to be mint. Refreshing. Wonder if it's a different flavor for every white gum. The mint flavor sure is strong. Guess not. Alright, let's get. Alright, only four more left. Oh, it's bubbly. This gum is soda flavored. Wasn't expecting that. Alright. It's almost ready.
Wow.
Oh, it's sour. This gum is lemon flavored. Yep, tastes like it looks. And this gum is grape flavored. Well, we ate all of those gums. Let's figure out what this rainbow gum colored gum tastes like.
Wow.
This flavor, it's melon, grape, mint, lemon, soda, orange, and strawberry.
What's this?
It's every flavor in one. I've never had such an interesting gum chewing experience before. Well, that was surprising. I wonder, will Elizabeth like this? I don't know what she likes, but this is such an interesting experience that maybe she'd like it. She'd probably like berate me saying, why would you think I would like it? She's so cute when she does that. I can't wait for that Big Deal Band contest. She's gonna do great. I really want to hear her sing again. Wait. What are these thoughts I'm having? Oh no. Tommy, please distract me from these weird thoughts I'm now having. Can you please?
No slacking off today, right?
Hey now, no one works harder than me.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's your line, huh?
Your dad already checked out. Now I just need the keycard.
Give me your keycard,
Here you
Ashley.
go.
Seems like you had a pretty eventful vacation.
Very eventful.
Not wrong. But I think it'll be a good memory.
Hey,
Glad to
that's the
hear it.
theme of the game.
At the end of the day, I really like this place.
Dude, yeah.
I'm glad what went down didn't ruin it for you.
But are you going to keep working here?
You're not so bad, Tommy.
Just figuring that out. Well, once you return the keycard, you won't be able to get back in. Have you said all your goodbyes?
It's actually a lie. You can get a temporary card. Let's return it.
Yep. All done.
And there you are.
I don't think there's anyone who
Officially
missed.
checked out.
Thanks for
Got
everything.
everyone.
No worries.
Yeah. Keycard returned to Tommy. Yeah. I don't think we missed anyone. I think we can't talk to Ian or Greg or obviously the Crusoes. We talked to Olivia, and we talked to Gina and everyone else, so, yep. Oh, and by the way, yeah, this Strange Rock, yeah, the instance of the camera changing the appearance of something doesn't come up ever again. Maybe it does. Maybe that's something that you, the viewer, will have to research. Who knows? But yeah.
Lake Juliet and you. Come to where the sky is blue. Come to where the birds sing too. Dance away your cares, shake 'em loose. Come one and come all. Where a cool breeze blows and clean water flows. Just a short stone's throw. Come on down to Lake Juliet.
Just wanted you to listen to the Lake Juliet theme for one last time.
Ashley! Keep on rocking. I'll see you at the band contest.
See you there.
I'll see Elizabeth there too. Alright. Well, yeah. We have to say goodbye to this bluebird too. I'm gonna miss this. What flies away? Bye, bluebird. You were the most important character in this entire game. Let's go. Yeah, we've explored every area that can be explored. Yeah. Just feels like yesterday that I was recording for the first episode of Another Code R. A lot has happened between that first recording and now as I'm recording this. I think this game has helped me go through some things. Like, and helped me reconcile with myself. And I think Ashley's personal journey means that much to me. And you're just standing here. Nice shoes, though. I don't know if those are camp appropriate, but...
Ashley.
The bus will be here any minute.
If I may.
Did you forget anything, Ashley? I'm ready. Just gonna have the memories of everything that happened. The stupidity, but also the fun. I hope Matthew's safe. Very eventful day. Very eventful day they had yesterday.
The day before my 14th birthday started off pretty bad. But on that day, I reunited with my dad, and the rest became a memory I'll never forget. 2 years passed. I turned 16. I went to see Dad, and the trip started off pretty bad. So much happened in just a single day. But it became another precious memory. I finally understand who my mom really was. I'll keep those 2 days close to my heart. Behind the door to my memories. With Mom. Forever.
And that is another code, Recollection. This game means a lot to me. I think Ashley's journey, her coming of age story, because for lack of a better term, because this is basically a coming of age story, I think it really resonated with me. Even going into my adulthood, I'm still struggling with things, and struggling to keep myself motivated and find meaning in life. By the way, this song is amazing. You should listen to the full version without me talking over it. There's someone on YouTube has it. But yeah, I think this game helped me reconcile a few things and helped me find some inner strength. I think Ashley is a wonderfully written character. Her story is great. I love how she clearly grows from her experiences. And I love that she's not portrayed as a perfect angel. She has her foibles. She has her people she doesn't care about at first, but she grows to be a caring, kind person. She's always been caring. She's been so wounded by life that it's hard for her to be happy all the time. But these experiences have helped her reconcile. Oh, hey, there's Sayako. Look at her, she's so pretty. And I think that gave me inner strength to keep moving on. So yeah. Oh, and hey, these are the original outfits from the Wii game. And I want to believe these are the original ones for these characters, but still. Aww. Oh, and look at them, they're here too. This is so sweet. And it's a daughter. Oh, she's a daughter. Oh, and yeah, that's Kyle Hyde. From, Angina's Working Hard. And Special Agent Ian. Ryan's great. And he's mementos, yeah. And they're watching a scary movie, clearly. And Ashley's grown. Yeah. This game is very beautiful. I like So yeah, this game is very beautiful. I think a lot of people, almost everyone wants to leave behind some part of themselves because to keep themselves in the memories of keep themselves in
the memories of anyone who's willing to listen. And that's why and whether it's a video recording or like your voice in a character in a game, or like a YouTube video you make about a game you like, that's leaving behind a piece of yourself. And that leaves behind a piece of your memory into the world. And and this whole core focus on memory, I think it's beautiful. Because I lost my mother to cancer in 2022. I understood the feeling of losing a familiar, a parental figure, even if it was into my adulthood at that point. A few years into my adulthood at that point. But that feeling of loss, but knowing that they want you to keep moving on. That they leave behind things for you to help you move forward. That's a nice idea to have. That they love you enough to want you to have them in your memories. So they'll make those sacrifices for you. I think that's very resonant with Sayako, leaving behind her literal memories for Ashley to find. And it's that connection that will help you move, that will help you drive forward. So, once again, so whenever I say that I thank you so much for watching, it's not just because I'm glad you gave me a view or gave me some interaction to get more views. It's more that I'm glad that you let me share with you something that's so close to me. That's actually a part of me. You're supporting me. You're supporting my humanity. If you connect at all to this game that I'm sharing with you, that means so much to me. And I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. The most genuine smile she's had in this entire game. Thanks again for watching. And next time, well, when I get to it, I think there's another game I want to show you that affected me deeply. Remember last year when I played a certain RPG? We're gonna go back to that world. I want to make a promise to myself that I will. I want to make a promise to myself that I will start that. Maybe not now, maybe not in a few weeks, but I will get to it. So,
whenever that happens, I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, whenever it is, as soon as it's uploaded, or however long in the future, know that you're supporting me, not just as a content creator, but as a human who wants to share an experience that resonates with her so much. Anyway, take care, y'all. Bye.